Hi everyone, my name is Wael Tawfiq Yahya and today I will present a very interesting subject which every one of us needs, especially with the current trends on the world. The topic for the webinar is engaging your community with open data using easy solutions. So in this webinar, we will cover the following agenda. First of all, we will define the community engagement and we will present the importance of this subject for all the agencies and all the government entities inside the world. Second, we will describe the methods where and what are the methods that we can use in order to enable the community engagement. And last, we will explore the ArcGIS Hub, which is an online tool from Esri to enable the engagement with community. So the first topic for today's webinar is the community engagement. The definition. So the community engagement is a two-way conversations and information exchange between the citizens and the government. And the citizens will explain what they need and what they want from the government, and the government will give the best way to assist the citizens in their requests. So there is a role for the citizen, and there is also a very important role for the government in order to enable this two-way communication or exchange of information between both parties. The citizens are very important and they can give us a very powerful data, a very powerful knowledge, a very powerful information, and the government can take this information and analyze this information and also serve the client in a better way. So the government will have the data will be provided using the knowledge of the citizen. The government will have the tools to collect this information, and these tools will be exposed as a resource for the citizen. So the citizen can use those tools using the resources which is available online. It could be a mobile application, it could be a website. And after running the tool, the government will support the initiative. Will support the initiative, and the citizen will start to give their ideas, the new insights. And finally, the government will give the opportunity, and the citizen will also participate in the same. So this explains what is the role of government and what is the role of citizen. Next is the methods. So how do we position ourselves and allocate our resources? Resources means employees, staff, or maybe other resources which is available, platforms, to best encourage this two-way community engagement. Because the question here is not to do, is to continue doing this. Oh. For us, we are in the middle. We have the open data, and this open data is a very good passive strategy for citizen engagement. The cycle will start from citizens, and then it will go to the startups. Then there will be a brainstorming, then we'll reach to the community leaders. The community leaders will check and see the result, maybe in a dashboard, and then they will decide and they will instruct the agency staff to certain action. And as you can see, the open data can be collected from a vast range of resources. We can use a satellite image, we can use a processing in-house, we can use the knowledge from the people, from academic. So we can use all those information available, and we can utilize them for the open data. Where we have been, we need to see the open data and the engagement maturity path. As we said before, ArcGIS Hub is an easy to configure cloud platform available for cloud. It is attached to the open data concept. So be ready. You want to use the ArcGIS Hub, then you need to have an open data where you can expose to the user. For organizations to collaborate with the communities to accomplish information-driven initiatives. So it is all behind initiatives. We'll have different initiatives. We will see later on different initiatives, examples of different initiatives, and then we will collect the information and we will act on those information. This is an example of the government builds physical infrastructure such as roads, pipes, building, so the resident can build communities and grow business. This is the main idea. The open data will come into the picture to support the decision making and build the trust. And finally, encourage the community collaboration. More than just sharing data, government are exploring new ways to engage with the public on a specific initiative. Now we are giving some examples. Safety, very important. Safety, very important for the public. affordable neighborhood, efficient transportation, no traffic. You can move from one place to one place in a very smooth manner. Clean environment, very important. Residents have an active role improving the community through the open access to the data, using the tools which for analysis, visualization is also encouraged. And as you can see, there have been over 10,000 sites published by governments using the ArcGIS Hub technology. We will see some of those examples while going. Let us see now some examples of hub sites using ArcGIS Online. So we can use the ArcGIS Hub to serve the national, in the national side, which is an example here in Kenya. Also, we can use this to help the local or the department in that emirate or in that city. The example which has been given in the slide is in the police incident response. So we can collect a vast, important information through the community engagement. So the engagement maturity path will start with getting the data, having the open data, sharing the data, then establishing the policy to communicate with the citizen, and here is an example. It is in a city, Virginia. People started doing more with sites and pages. So in this example, you can see the county initiatives listed down. So this is the vision of the city, and you can see the initiatives related to the entertainment, related to the road network, related to hospitals, different initiatives, and using the GIS technology behind. Another example from another city over the world. It is a storytelling with data, and down we can list all the initiatives globally aware, locally active, the river walk, the downtown transformation, the vision, 2040 vision, all the stories, all the initiatives which are under process in that city. Another example is developed with the data hub. So complete the map and then get the information from the user. So it is all about engagement. How to get engagement, how to get the user engaged, to share their ideas and update the data in order to get or to derive to a better decision. To the left, we have the ArcGIS Hub. To the right, we have our familiar portal for ArcGIS, our ArcGIS Online. And for us, because we are using ArcGIS Hub is compatible with ArcGIS Online. So how to integrate both of them in order to have a better customer engagement. So we need a system to inform, to listen and to monitor the initiative. We have an example to the, we have the website, the company website, the agency website, and to the last, we have the ArcGIS online. We need to inform, take a decision. We need to listen to get on to derive to a decision, and then we need to keep monitoring our initiatives. So the second stage for the engagement will be to form the teams, to have a team, because as we said, we need resources to enable the engagement. And those teams will use certain applications and will do certain analysis and will take certain actions around the initiatives. So what is initiative thinking? We need to know the audience and we need to identify the goals. So initiative thinking is considered the most external consumer of your work and clearly communicating and engaging goal. It is perfectly fine to start thinking about the data, apps, problems with an inward facing lens and work your way outward. So the question here is that how was your day? Anything interesting happened today? How will you answer? This is a question. This person will say, don't be this person because he's saying that it was pretty good. There was a lot of stuff. So we need to stop to ask yourself and to know more about the audience. The audience can be a co-worker, can be a significant other, and can be a 5 years old, and can be a person called Jack. So each one of them, we need different strategy, different thinking. The co-worker answered our question and he said, I ran our weekly release, but we had some issues with the test due to a late Monday night commit by a Tom caused by an hour delay. This is a co-worker. And we can see here how the other people give us a different answer. So we always try to release features once a week, and we have robots that help us determine if what we are releasing is broken. One of them failed, which caused an hour delay as we track down the issue. That gave us more details. The answer, it gave us more details. So we need to think about the audience because it will help us forming the initiative in a much better way. So considering the audience with the least amount of context first, okay? And communicating the goal you are trying to accomplish upfront. This is the goal. Releasing features once a week. And then give the details. So this is what we call the initiative thinking. First of all, we need to have a clear goal. What we need to achieve What is our objective of this initiative? Then we need to consider the details. What happens when you talk about your work to the public, like you do your colleagues? Everyone should ask himself about this question. To the right, there is a Twitter thread, and we can see that all of this is to say, if you want the open data strategy to be usable, you need to present it in the language of the user. And this is very important. So we need to keep thinking about the user and how he is thinking. Everyone has different thinking. And that's why we have the artificial intelligence. We can utilize different ways in order to understand how they are thinking, and then build our open data strategy on top of this thinking. This way, we will have a very 100% successful initiatives. Understand how they are thinking. Who is the audience? And the key questions: who am I trying to reach? I have different initiatives. Initiative A is reaching this certain people. How am I trying to do it? When and what do they want to know? So it could be colleagues in the office, could be branch leaderships, could be broader agency, could be other agencies, could be general public. We need to know the audience, because each audience will give us different thinking. And if we want our initiative to be 100% successful in giving us the results, we need to know who I am talking to. Then we build our initiatives. Our initiatives can be implement performance management, can be reducing the homelessness people who are not having a work, can be create more affordable housing, can be increasing the job opportunities, can be use less energy, can be improve emergency response for police department, can be reducing a traffic congestion, and different initiatives. And those initiatives, you can categorize them, can be sustainable, can be healthy, can be livable, can well run, can be safe, different aspiration. Going from aspiration to initiative goals, we need to be specific about what we are trying to accomplish. Broad goals, while sometimes necessary, are difficult to measure and understand. We need to be very specific what we want to do, what we want to achieve. Giving an example, bad goal, I want to run faster. This is a very broad goal. So we cannot put our initiative based on this goal. What we can give is, I want to run the 40-yard dash in under 5 seconds. So you can see different goals, but we need to be specific, because it will give me a much better and successful initiative. Goals can be flexible and updated with the progress. It's a project. It is a kind of a project. So how we are measuring the progress of the project, whether we are approaching the deadline or we are not, where we are okay, accepted or not accepted. So set iterative milestones to check in with your goals. Yes, I achieved 20%, I achieved 50%. different milestones. If you change your goal, then be clear with why you did that. Consider setting timelines to your goals. Never-ending goals can tire out participants. So we need to have an end for the goal. People like to win will often work harder when they do. So if they win, then they will be engaged and you will have a better engagement with them. Only set goals you can commit. If you don't have the time, then reevaluate the priorities. We need to have priorities. Example, no time. Reduce support response time by 15% across 3,000 call centers. Or time, reduce support response time by 30% across 100 call centers. So you can see here the example of can I achieve the goal or I cannot achieve. So we need also the goal to be achievable. So initiative goals, each initiative has different goals. The goals should be specific, should be measurable, should be attainable, should be reconfigurable. If you want to change, you can adapt, you can change, and it should be also time-oriented. Organizing around initiatives. Use teams to collaborate around engaging experience. So initiatives are mobile responsive websites, as we said. It could be organized around clear goals. We need to have a clear goals, what we want. Custom designed to fit your branding needs, can be customized. Shared to the right audience, can be private, can be organization, can be public. So we need, first of all, in our hub to define what are the initiatives based on what is the goal that we need to achieve, and using the right tools and the right applications in order to support the initiative. Then we need to have teams, and we need to collect data in order to help the initiative and to support the initiatives. So powered by teams of people, can be internal, can be external users, and authoritative data sources. Then we have the content. The content, what we are going to show. Charts, web map, story map, dashboards, documents, video, media, audio. And then for each initiative, we need to have a messaging between the people to get the engagement active, and to have events in order to collect the information and to feed into our platform. So all these are configurable in the ArcGIS Hub. So your initiative is the first front door. So initiatives are bundles of ArcGIS with apps, data, and events featured on a website designed by you. Can be an ArcGIS solutions, can be charts, map, dashboards, story maps, surveys, events, and website offer a front door to your most engaging solutions and data to spark communication, collaboration, and engagement. And you can see an example of Los Angeles and what they did in order to put all the information into the website using the ArcGIS Hub. And here is the details. We are putting our banner, narrative, performance, what are the KPIs we are measuring, and then the apps, what are the tools that we use in order to enable this initiative, the data, very important. We need to have the data. And we have our maps, and then ways to engage, and then the collaborators who are participating into this initiative. So the initiative, as you can see, from Los Angeles municipality, and the people who are collaborating, who are part of this, are different private companies. Some customer examples, there are thousands, as we said, of customer examples. Some of them are using dashboards, some of them are using the maps, some of them are using different ways of presenting the initiatives. From Asia, from America, from Africa, different industries, regional training, strategic planning, safety, climate monitoring. You can see different of initiatives, different industries. 2,000 customers worldwide around using the ArcGIS Hub. So don't reinvent the wheel, find examples of where your peers have been successful and leverage existing internal work and package it for your audience. Tap into your agency mission, vision, and objectives. Test the ideas before the launch. So we can send your initiative to people you trust in order to check their feedback, then create 2 versions for the same page, get their opinion. We need to know, hear from them how it looks. Is a story map or web the best way to communicate? Maybe they have different ideas. So we need to know before launching. Get in the mind of the viewer, very important. You want to have a successful initiative, you need to know the audience. And yes, if you put it in a more aggregated manner to the right, in a statistical way, it will be better to understand the message. To visualize, hold the viewer attention longer. It could be a video, it could be image, so you can use any one of those content in your ArcGIS Hub initiative. Story map is a very great tool from Esri for visually telling the story. Calls for participation should be at a glance. Limit number of clicks required to discover the ask, pass the 1-sentence test. So we need to call participation. Building a community. Use the 5 ways plus how. And finally, in our path, we will community regularly partners on initiative projects, and we will analyze what we collect from the citizens. Who is the audience? What do you want from them? Again, when do you want them to participate? Where do they need to go? The event could be in the country, could be in other countries. Can they contact you? Why should they care? There should be a very important reason for that. And how do you want to collaborate with them? Scenario, you want to pull your community around 3 simple project options. Have a single poll page with a detailed sub-page for each project. You place the poll at the bottom of the poll page. Is this a good trade for the community? So this is an example. So you need to think about how you are presenting your initiative to the community. No, don't be terms of service. And then incentive matters. Sustaining a community, because it is not about establishing a community. We establish a community with millions of people, but we end up by the end of June to have only 1,000 people. So this is not a successful event. We should have a sustainable community. And this, we need to have events. We need to get feedbacks. We need to have more collaborators. Sustained, frequent citizen data contribution, community regularly partners on initiative projects, citizen analysis, app and solution contribution. We need contribution from the citizens in order to have a sustainable initiative. We need also to have the partners. We need to have events. Community is not sit and forget it. We need to have the community. We need to grow the community. We need to have it better and better. Community is not for everyone. This is not a bad thing, but it should be for the right people. What are the tools we can use? There are vast tools from Esri. Some examples: Survey 123, Esri Story Maps, Web App Builder, ArcGIS Solutions. So the initiative followers, see who is following your initiative. Followers are automatically added to your hub. Target a new audience by initiatives, by projects, by events. Invite followers and other trusted community members to collaborate with you. Create new content to showcase, manage, and update your site and pages. Events can be in person, can be online, can be both. Specify rooms like Zoom, for example, plus capacity constraint. Yes, because each room can only accommodate certain number of people. List webinar links to join quickly. Attendees are automatically signed up to Hub. Quickly send out updates and send them information on your initiative. Quickly share it to social media so that it will be marketed for everyone. Send emails is another tool to anyone in your hub. Filter by event or initiative. Use batch selection. I want to reach people faster. 1,000 people, 10,000 people. Keep followers in the loop while they are away. So our tool, in order to have a successful interaction, we need to add to the tool hub events. We need to use the hub messages. We need to have initiative followers. So if we have all these components into our equation, then we will have a successful interaction. So formula for an engaged community, we have initiative organization, we have a sustained interaction as we mentioned before, then we will get a very successful engaged community, and you will say that our community are well engaged with us. So there are again different examples from US Forest Service and the initiative, different initiatives. So adopt the initiative thinking framework. Who is the audience, participants, event hosts, coordinators, chairs, champions, and program sponsors? What do you want from them? When do you want them to participate? Maybe using hub events, maybe using messaging. Where do you need to go? Can they contact you? And this is an example of US that shows those details using, as you can see, events. So this is another example, feed families for medicine. So the hub is all about initiatives, external engagement. We have also in the government side, internal collaboration, and we have people who are using those initiatives and participating on those initiatives. So what do you know? What do you do now? different categories for the hub, depending on what you want to achieve. If you want to make an initiative, so you need to have the premium hub. So Esri is working to make it easier to manage active and passive community engagement, manage community outreach and engagement using the ArcGIS user and the public space. I would like to thank all of you for participating in this interesting subject. Here is my name, here is my email, here is my phone, and sorry for the 8. It could be, it should be actually 00971. Okay? And I am here ready to serve and to answer your questions if you have any questions. So I got one example here. Is there any tool to authenticate the data receiving from the community at local level? So if I understood the question here correctly, that it is about security, authentication. So this is a security question, and this needs details discussion. Maybe if you want, we can have a separate session in order to discuss this subject, because it is a very important subject to authenticate the users. So if you have any question, please, you can raise it. So I think we'll give more time if you have any question, if you have any other doubts. So the first question is related to security. Another question, if we would like to add multiple departments in one hub, yes, you can do. It is all about ArcGIS Online. So it is all about ArcGIS Online. So if you have multiple departments, and by departments, if you mean different agencies in the city, for example, you have Dubai City. You need to have, you want to make an initiative which needs a contribution from police department, from municipality department, from lands department, from different department, telecommunication. So yes, you can do. You can have different initiative, and the people who are collaborating with this and contributing to this initiative, you can select them and you can configure them in the hub. Very good questions. So if others also have any question about this interesting, very interesting subject, I believe that all of us should go for this product, ArcGIS Hub, because it is the future for getting the information from the user, especially if it is related to the e-services of the companies. So if you have any other questions related, so the first question is related to the security and how to authenticate the user. Very good question. ArcGIS Online, different authentication mechanism. And we have the other question also. So if you have any other question, please, you can raise it now. Otherwise, we can close the session for today. So again, I would like to thank all of you for attending this interesting webinar. We are there to serve you, to answer your questions. If you have any other questions, we will be ready to serve you. Thank you very much, and see you in the next sessions, inshallah. Goodbye.